Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtapraisya Badresu Nityam Bhagavata Sivaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshulum Militam Dena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhisam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantika Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Sakhan Vitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 9. The Supreme Character of Jat Bharat. Text number 19 and 20. Evam eva kalu mahat abhicharati karma karsnyeratmane palati. Anyone can chant? Evam eva, in this way, Kalu, indeed, Mahat, to great personalities, Abhichara, in the form of envy, Atikrama, the limit of offense. Karsnena always admene unto oneself. Falati gives the result. Translation: when an envious person commits an offense before a great personality, he is always punished in the way mentioned above. Please repeat. When an envious person commits an offense before a great personality, he is always punished in the way mentioned above. Text 20. Sukadeva Goswami then said to Maharaj Parikshit, "O Vishnu Datta, those who already know that the soul is separate from the body, who are liberated from the invincible knot in the heart, who are always engaged in welfare activities for all living entities, and who never contemplate harming anyone, are always protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who carries his disc, the Sudarshan Chakra, and acts as supreme time to kill the demons and protect his devotees. The devotees always take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, at all times, even if threatened by decapitation, they remain unagitated. For them, this is not at all wonderful." Purport by His Divine Grace H.H.Bhakti Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. These are some of the great qualities of a pure devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. First, a devotee is firmly convinced of his spiritual identity. He never identifies with the body. He is firmly convinced that the spirit soul is different from the body. Consequently, he fears nothing. Even though his life may be threatened, he is not at all afraid. He does not even treat an enemy like an enemy. Such are the qualifications of devotees. Devotees are always fully dependent on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Lord is always eager to give them all protection in all circumstances. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 5th canto, 9th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Supreme Character of Jat Bharat. Sukadeva Goswami said to Maharaj Parikshit, "O Vishnu Datta, those who already know that the soul is separate from the body, who are liberated from the invincible knot in the heart, who are always engaged in welfare activities for all living entities, and who never contemplate harming anyone, are always protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who carries his disc, the Sudarshan Chakra, and acts as supreme time to kill the demons and protect his devotees. The devotees always take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, at all times, even if threatened by decapitation, they remain unagitated. For them, this is not at all wonderful. The heading of this chapter is the Supreme Character of Jat Bharat. Therefore, it shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise that H.H.Bhakti was taken to be killed. He knew he is going to be killed. He's fully aware of the situation. That the people who are taking him, they are taking him for a sacrifice. Yet, he didn't protest. Not because he has no strength to defend himself. The previous verses mentioned that his body was very, very strong. So it wasn't that he cannot defend himself. It is not that he was not aware of the situation. He knew that he's going to be killed, yet H.H.Bhakti did not protest. He didn't call for any assistance. At least, if one cannot help himself or herself, we need some support from others. H.H.Bhakti did not call for any assistance. He didn't call for support. Neither did he pray to Lord Krishna for protection. He didn't pray. Why? He was fully dependent on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is not that he was a fool. He was not a fool. He is very, very intelligent. And this character of H.H.Bhakti, it is not just based on knowledge alone. It is not just about theoretical knowledge. It is based on his self-realization. He was fully Krishna conscious. Therefore, he was seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead present with him. Everywhere he looks, he sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead with him. Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, one who sees everything in me and sees me in everything, what happens to that person? That person is never lost to me, nor am I ever lost to that person. Means that such a devotee and Krishna, they are constantly together. There is no question of separation between them. Therefore, it shouldn't be a surprise that H.H.Bhakti was not afraid of the situation. He was very, very confident that what can they do to me? What can they do to me when the Supreme Personality of Godhead is here with his Sudarshan Chakra? What can they do to me? They cannot do anything because my Supreme Father is here, who is capable of protecting his surrendered souls. He was not just theoretically speaking. This is not just theory or philosophy. This is deep realization. This realization is coming from pure Krishna consciousness. He was fully realized. Not just knowledge. If it is knowledge, this kind of confidence will not be there. With knowledge, one can still pray to Lord Krishna for protection. H.H.Bhakti did not pray for protection because he's seen the Lord, just like a son who is with the father. What is the question of fear? The child knows very well that my father is here. Whatever happens, he will take care of it. So H.H. Bhakti, he knew, my Supreme Father is here. So, what can be considered to be danger? For a devotee, there is no danger. For a devotee who is fully surrendered to Krishna, there is no danger. Danger is only for the unsurrendered devotees. Devotees who are surrendered, there is no question of danger. Danger is gone. Because Lord Krishna is very, very affectionate towards his devotees. Krishna is very, very concerned with his devotees. In the 9th canto of Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna explained the relationship between him and his devotees. Maharaj Ambarish was engaged in austerity. When it was time for him to break his fast, Dhira deliberately came to destroy his austerity, the result of his austerity. It was a deliberate attempt. It is said here, when an envious person commits an offense before a great personality, he is always punished in the way mentioned above. Dhira was very envious of Ambarish Maharaj. He knew he has performed an austerity, and it was just the time for him to break the fast. Dhira appeared with thousands of his disciples. That was not just the problem. He deliberately, instead of him to accept the hospitality and go away, he told Ambarish Maharaj, I am going to take a bath, so you wait for me. Waiting for him means Ambarish Maharaj will not break his fast on time. And the result of all the austerity that performed will be finished. That was his plan. That was his envy. Ambarish Maharaj, a devotee. Devotees are very intelligent. Krishna gives devotees intelligence, how to come to him. So Ambarish Maharaj, he went to his spiritual master. He didn't take the case on his shoulder. He went to his spiritual master. What should I do in this situation? The spiritual master told him, okay, since it is the time for you to break your fast, take little water. That will not break your vows. It will not also break the etiquette of receiving a sadhu. Somebody Maharaj, he took some water. As soon as he took some water, Dhira, with his mystic power, where he was taking his bath, he knew Maharaj has drunk some water, he has eaten before me. Therefore, let me kill him. He came. You ate before me? You don't know the etiquette? You are a disgrace. And it is my duty to punish you, to set example for others. It is good to set example for others, but not a bad example. We shouldn't set a bad example for others to follow. So he took a hair and recited a mantra and produced a demon. But as soon as the demon appeared, the Sudarshan Chakra of Krishna also appeared simultaneously and killed the demon. and came after the Muni. The Muni, he ran everywhere in the universe. There was no protection. This is the result of offense. Sin is very easy to overcome. Sin is very, very easy. Offense is very, very dangerous. Sin is like a dust. You can easily clean the dust on a mirror. Offense is like thunderbolt. It cannot be easily cleaned. So, he committed an offense to Ambarish Maharaj. He committed an offense to Ambarish Maharaj. Just like the worshippers of Durga here have offended Jat Bharat. Jat Bharat did not take offense from them. Neither Maharaj Ambarish took offense. The devotees, they never took offense for anything because they are not external, they are always internal. They don't see bad and good. They are beyond duality. Therefore, they don't take offense. But Krishna will take offense for his devotees. Dhira Muni has committed offense. He was thinking, I'm a Muni, I'm a Brahmana. This useless Kshatriya is inferior to me. False ego and envy. I will show him that I'm a Brahmana, I'm a Muni. Yes. It is not that if one is a Muni, he has become a devotee. Kashyapa Muni, when his wife approached him in an inauspicious time, he couldn't control. He's a Muni, is he not? Not just that he's a Muni, he is a father of an incarnation of Godhead. Upendra. He couldn't control his senses. Haridas Sakura is not a Muni. He controlled his senses. Even when Durga came herself to meet Haridas, Haridas made her a devotee. He was not a Muni, but he's a devotee. Kashyapa Muni, he couldn't control. Haridas, he controlled. So it is not that if one is a Muni, they have become superior to devotee. Devotees are different. What's the difference? Devotees have no false ego, they have no envy. Munis, they still have their false ego. Bhrigu Muni. Why did Narada Muni ask him to go and check which of the three personalities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Brahma is the supreme person of Godhead? Because although he's a Muni, he still has serious false ego. False ego was there. Dhira Muni, he is also a Muni who has the strength to go to Vaikuntha. Still, he has false ego. He couldn't stay there. False ego sent him out of Vaikuntha. Lord Krishna said, Jat Gatwa Nandrivatete Tadam Parama Mama. Anyone who goes to that my transcendental supreme abode will never come back here again. Dhira Muni entered there, but he came out. What checked him out? Offenses. He was contaminated by offenses, therefore he was thrown out by the result of his own offenses. He couldn't stay in Vaikuntha. The eternal place for the eternal souls, Dhira Muni couldn't enter there. But he has the strength to go there with his body. So Lord Krishna is teaching the world. It's wonderful. Wonderful experience of his devotees. So Durvasa Muni, he went there. Lord Krishna told him, you have gone everywhere. You have gone everywhere. You have no protection. Even me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, cannot protect you. Although I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I cannot protect you. Because our contamination is very, very serious. Lord Krishna told him, my dear Muni, let me tell you, if you don't know, let me tell you today, listen. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I sent the Sutta Sanchakra to kill you. And you have come to meet me here, but let me tell you the truth. I cannot protect you. I cannot protect you. Why? Lord Krishna said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, I am completely under the control of my devotees. I am completely under the control of my devotees. Indeed, I am not at all independent. Lord Krishna is described to be the supreme independent person. Now Krishna himself is saying, I am not independent. My independence has been given to my devotees. Because my devotees are completely devoid of material desires. I sit only within the core of their heart. What do I speak of my devotees? Even those who are devotees of my devotees are very dear to me. Oh, based on the Brahmanas, without saintly persons for whom I am the only destination, I do not desire to enjoy my transcendental bliss and my supreme opulence. Lord Krishna is not complete without his devotees. Lord Krishna is complete only with his devotees. Srila Prabhupada said in the purport, Lord Krishna said, I sit in the heart of my devotees, and my devotees are in my heart. Therefore, to disturb a devotee means to give pain to Lord Krishna. Giving anxiety to a devotee means what? To give pain to Krishna's heart, to give Krishna pain. So those are intelligent. Should be very, very careful with devotees, with how we deal with devotees. We should be very, very careful. Disturbing a devotee means we are directly disturbing Krishna. Directly. My devotees are always satisfied to be engaged in my loving service and not interested even in the four principles of liberation: Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, and Sarsti. Although these are automatically achieved by their service, what then is to be said of such perishable happiness as elevation to the higher planetary system? The devotee doesn't care for it. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I'm always in the heart of the pure devotees. My devotees do not know anything else but me, and I don't know anyone else but my devotees. Oh, Brahmana, let me advise you. For your own protection, please hear from me. By offending Maharaj Ambarisha, you have acted with self-envy. Therefore, you should go to him immediately without any delay. One so-called prowess, when employed against a devotee, certainly harms he who employs it. Thus, it is the subject, not the object, who is harmed. The same thing is said here. When an envious person commits an offense before a great personality, he is always punished in the way mentioned above. What is that? Durga came out from her deity, killed all of them, and drank their blood. It is not Jat-Bharat who killed them and drank the blood. It was the person whom they are serving that came out from her own murti and killed all of them and drank their blood and danced in ecstasy, celebrating the devotion of Jat-Bharat. Therefore, the supreme character of Jat-Bharat should be emulated, should be followed. We should hear this so that we can follow. Lord Krishna told the Vasamuri, my devotees have sacrificed everything, they have abandoned everything. Even what you cannot give up, you still keep your envy with you. You have your envy. My devotees have given their envies to me. How can I forget such people? It is not possible for me to forget my devotees. I can forget you, Muni, but I cannot forget my devotees. Because you have false ego, you have pride, you are thinking you are a very powerful Brahmana. My devotees never think like that. My devotees think that they are nothing. They didn't see themselves as anything. That is why when I offer them something, they don't see the need to receive it. Why should I receive it? For what? There's nothing which is lacking by devotee that the devotee should be asking for anything. Prahlad Maharaj, he said, for a devotee who is completely surrendered to Lord Krishna, there is nothing which is lacking for him or her. Therefore, there is nothing for such a devotee to ask of Krishna. Nothing. Devotees have everything because they have purchased Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he declared to all the devotees, Srivas Thakura has purchased me. He has power to sell me. If he sells me, I am sold. He has the power to sell me because I'm his property. I am 100% his property. The same thing Krishna is speaking here. I belong to my devotee. I have given my independence to my devotees. So if devotee sells Krishna, Krishna is sold. How have they purchased Krishna? No material desires. Krishna Bhakta Niskamate Santa. Krishna Bhakta Niskam. Devotees of Krishna have no material desires. Therefore, they are 100% happy, 100% satisfied, 100% peaceful. Devotees should be happy. Devotees should be satisfied. Devotees should be peaceful. If that is what we are offering to Krishna, that is what we will get. The secret of getting this is to use the whole of our life without thinking of ourselves in trying to give Krishna satisfaction, give Krishna happiness, give Krishna enjoyment. As we try to offer this to Krishna, Krishna also will try to offer them back to us. That is the nature of bhakti. So, in bhakti, there is no room for selfishness. In bhakti, this formula is only selflessness. Just Bharat has conquered the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he's selfless. Therefore, the Supreme Lord is his supreme protector. Bhishmadev, he told Maharaj Yudhishthira, the tribulations, the problems, the difficulties which you pass through, no person can face that and remain alive like you. Therefore, the only answer to this, to your survival, it is that you are protected by religion. You are protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you are protected by the Brahmanas. Not by amulet. Not by chanting Namaste Narasimhaya. If you chant Narasimhaya and our heart is full of duplicity, now the singer they will not hear. What is here is the purity of the devotees. The duplicity will not enter his ears. Therefore, Jat Bharat conquered Lord Krishna, not with duplicity, but with purity. He made a sacrifice, and he got all these wonderful qualities. Oh, Vishnu Datta, those who already know that the soul is separate from the body. This is the qualification to be fully protected by Lord Krishna. Those who knows the soul is separate from the material body, first qualification. Who are liberated from the invisible knot in the heart. What is that? All the material desires that are there in the heart, they are free. Their heart is full of anxiety how to serve Krishna. Their heart is not full of anxiety what they don't have. The anxiety is full of the desire to serve Krishna. How can I serve Krishna? How can I expand Krishna consciousness? Two, who are always engaged in welfare activities for all living entities. No selfishness. They have given up themselves. They are not living for others. Three, who never contemplate harming anyone. They never contemplate harming anyone in any way, gross or mental. No, they're free. Who are always protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead will not see anyone but these devotees. Therefore, for those devotees, they have nothing to fear. They have nothing to worry, because they know they have the Supreme Personality of Godhead with them, and everything is complete. Thank you very much. Comments or questions?